Hello and welcome to a new chapter in our Let's Play Atlantic Fleet, the British campaign. So after the last battle, which was really a tense one, because we almost lost Jamaica, now we are going to meet at dawn, but very bad weather, against Admiral Hipper and Leipzig, with Norfolk, Jamaica and Icarus. So let's see how we do. First turn, Admiral Hipper is moving. They're not shooting yet, which I find surprising, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, Icarus is going to move north. Actually, I want to normalize my situation versus the wind, to be honest. But I'm going to take maybe 2 turns to show all my ports broadside towards these ships. So I'm going to turn towards starboard with Norfolk and Jamaica, and Icarus is going to move north, making smoke. So let's get going. Flank speed, slight turn to port. Norfolk is going to fire at Admiral Hipper and Jamaica will take care of Leipzig. At least that's the plan. So we have a very strong wind. Need to correct quite a lot. That maybe is a little bit too much. That may be okay. Estimated elevation is almost 13 degrees. I'm going to trust it because I have no other way to know where to fire. So let's open up. A little bit fast. Jamaica meanwhile is going to go flank speed. Turn a little bit more towards port because we have to aim to Leipzig, and Leipzig of course is beyond Admiral Hipper. I think compensating for the wind right there should be enough. Again, trusting the rangefinder, which tells us almost 16 degrees. Open fire. And this one was on target. Some hits, that's good. Okay, meanwhile, Icarus is going to make smoke and turn towards the enemy. Hipper, steaming, opening up. Somewhat long, but that was close. Really don't want to be damaged. Leipzig, opening fire on Jamaica. Getting some hits. One fire. Accurate fire to begin with. No, actually, it was firing on Norfolk as well. Okay. Very well, so they are concentrating the fire on Norfolk. That's something I really don't like to see, but oh well. First shot was well passed. Second shot, we are going to need to decrease the elevation quite a little bit, because we are even closer than what we were before. I'm guessing that maybe... yeah, 12.1 will... or 12. Yeah, because we closed quite a little bit and last time we were past. One hit. We were really close. Okay, Jamaica is going to turn to starboard. Adjust for the wind. Last time we were pretty much on target. We have closed a little bit, so I'm going to reduce elevation by 0.2. Opening up and on target. Several hits. No fires, however. Icarus is going to keep on the smoke and move closer to the enemy. Okay, Hipper's turn. Shooting a flare. That's interesting. Leipzig is making smoke. That's good news. That means we have a turn where we are not going to get shot. Norfolk is no longer burning. Another really good news. Last time we were pretty much on target. We have opened the range a little bit, so I'm going to increase the elevation by 0.2. Open up. Some hits. Good news. Jamaica is going to also turn a little bit towards starboard. Okay, the enemy is trying to open the range. We have moved a little bit closer, but even then I'm going to add a little bit of elevation. 0.3 should work pretty fine, I'm guessing. Just one hit, but caused a fire. That's good. Okay, Icarus making smoke, moving in closer. Okay, Hipper now is going to open fire for sure. Yep, here it is. Those are 2 or 3 hits. That may be a problem. Okay, Leipzig is still moving away. I'm going to compensate a tiny little bit less because we are concentrating hits on the bow, which is not bad, but I'd rather hit a little bit more on the aft side and increase the elevation a little bit because the enemy has moved away. See where we hit? Yep, amidships, nothing spectacular. However, I really need to start forcing the enemy to, well, to want to put smoke as well from Hipper. Again, increasing the range, increasing the elevation. Not nearly enough compensation for the wind. Icarus gonna keep making smoke, moving in closer. Hipper is turning away. Oh, okay. Nuclear tipped weapons are still being in use by the German Navy, it seems. Okay. I mean, it's worrisome, but it was just one explosion and 2 hits. Which means we have disabled one of the aft turrets of the enemy. That's really good. He's moved away. Increase the elevation. Open fire. Yeah, there you go. Let me take a look. What was that? Okay, both aft turrets are out of commission. That's extremely good news. That's really good news. Okay. Oof. That means we can breathe a little bit because, yeah, these cruisers don't really want and like to take fire very well. Okay, Leipzig is again moved away. Increase elevation once more. 16.9 should be okay. And, well, seems now our corrections are not nearly enough. That's a problem, because I want to keep Leipzig under heavy fire, of course. Okay, Hipper is moving away. She can't fire because both aft turrets are out of commission. Norfolk is going to, well, take the chance. And try to put even more cells on her. Putting fire. Yeah, wind is also affecting a lot more now. So we need to start correcting a lot more. So let's put correction there. Increase the elevation by 0.6 or so. The enemy has really moved away. And still not enough. Ooh. Really, this wind is messing up my aim. That's why I wanted to move north at the beginning of the battle, but was really counterproductive. Okay, Hipper is turning. They're trying to increase the range as much as possible. I'm going to give chase. That means, of course, we are only shooting with the front turrets, but okay. Let's increase the corrections. Increase the range. open fire. Okay, now we are in the correct bearing. One further hit, that's good. Correct for the wind. Increase the range by quite a little bit, because Leipzig is really moving away. And still not enough. Well, the 6 inches of course are lighter, so the dispersion is bigger. Come on, explode or do something. I might have to start chasing Leipzig as well with Jamaica. I'm going to try to turn a little bit. Yeah, we have the full broadside open. That's good. Last time we're really close, but we're going to add even more elevation because the enemy is moving away. And those are a lot of hits. Yeah, that's a very solid salvo. Not going to give chase still. I want to find the correct bearing first. Let's try with this and increase elevation again and see where those. Yep, those were hits. That's good. Smoke, move closer. Okay, Hipper is looking really damaged. Leipzig is opening fire again. Careful, nuclear warning. ICBMs coming. Alright. So there we go. Adjust for the wind. Keep on the elevation increase. Open fire. One hit. We were a little bit past, so next time we won't have to correct for the range as much. Going to turn a little bit towards starboard with Jamaica. Last time, yeah, we were on top of the enemy. He's moved away, however, so again we increase the elevation and open fire. One hit. Icarus moving closer. Hipper seems to be turning. Probably he's trying to unmask the aft turrets. Okay. Yeah. Nuclear tipped weapons. Nuclear detonation. Oof. Okay. Let's keep on moving. Compensate for the wind. Increase elevation, this time not as much as before, and open fire. One hit, good. We really need to start hitting again with Jamaica. A slight increase in elevation should do it. Hopefully this correction is enough. Yeah, this correction is enough. Several hits, good. More smoke from Icarus. Okay, Hipper is silent. Leipzig is not. Thankfully this time it's going to miss. No nuclear detonation this time. Great to know. Adjust for the wind. Increase elevation by 0.3. Not there yet. Of course, being end-on is much harder to get hits. That's the only problem. Okay, with Jamaica, we already know we need to compensate up to this point. Increase elevation. Point. 20.1. Yeah, 20.1. Open up. On target. Yeah, several hits and a fire. Good. Okay, Icarus is still moving close. The plan with Icarus is moving close under the smoke, and if they turn, to place torpedoes. Leipzig, opening fire again. Gonna get hits. Yep. Superstructure, however, not extremely worrisome, thankfully. Right. Ideas for elevate for the wind, increase elevation, and see how many hits do we get. Well, 2, but one of them was really good. Okay, I'm thinking Hipper is really crippled. I might switch targets and try to finish off Leipzig. After all, she's the one fighting back, right? We'll see. We'll decide next turn. Open up. Several hits again. Good news. And fire has been restarted. Okay. What's the range? Oh, I'm not really sure, but we are going to keep this up. Plan is to torpedo Hipper and maybe stop firing at her, because we need to stop this. We need to stop that. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to make a smoke with Norfolk, turn towards the enemy and try to finish Leipzig on. Jesus. Those hits, man. Really, those things are more dangerous when they are dying than when they are intact. I swear. Jamaica's still putting good hits on the enemy. Icarus is going to keep on moving closer. Hipper is still silenced. Leipzig is opening up. Missing. That's really good news, because we simply can't get more hits against Norfolk. Keep on the smoke. Turn a little bit with Jamaica. And keep it raining. This time I'm not going to increase elevation. Seems to be pretty much on top of the enemy. And indeed it is. Several good hits. Smoke. Keeper is still silent. Leipzig is no longer firing. Not going to be overly trusting. I'm still going to make a smoke with Norfolk. But yeah, at least he's producing smoke again. Last time we were on target. She's not moving away as fast as before. She's been seriously damaged, so we don't need to increase elevation. More hits, good. Okay, let me check the situation. Hipper is there. Leipzig is there. I'm closer to Leipzig. Going to turn. And try to finish this nonsense. However, I don't have any information whatsoever on the enemy speed, so I'm going to have to estimate one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. This pretty much covers the motion of the enemy towards this bearing. And I'm keeping 5 torpedoes in reserve, just in case we need them. Hipper is silent. Good news. Leipzig is still making smoke, moving pretty slowly. That's good, that means that we estimate a pretty good bearing for our torpedoes. Okay, Norfolk is no longer burning, so I'm not going to try to disengage. I'm going to keep on making smoke and moving closer. Jamaica is going to keep the bar rates and actually decrease elevation a tiny little bit, because I think now we are moving closer. Yep, 2 further hits. Okay, we are going to resume the smoky generation with Icarus. Turn towards Hipper. Okay, Hipper is turning. Maybe trying to unmask the turrets. Okay, Torpedo seems to be running in a pretty good line to hit Leipzig. Still going to make smoke. I'm going to turn to with Jamaica, because we need to start worrying about Hipper more than about Leipzig, because Leipzig is going to be hit by torpedoes. Still, we are not going to stop fighting yet. One hit and another fire, good. Keep the smoke. Hipper is turning towards starboard. We might be able to put a stick of torpedoes. No, now he's turning away again. Okay, Leipzig is firing again. Towards whom? Jamaica! Good. That means the smoke screen from Norfolk was good enough to convince the enemy they wanted to stop fighting on that bearing. Okay, next turn we should get some hits. And hopefully sink Leipzig. Meanwhile, I'm going to still make smoke with Norfolk. Keep the turn with Jamaica. Keep the bar rates up. Decreasing elevation quite a little bit, because last time we were past and now we are closer, of course. Still not enough, but that shouldn't be a problem. Next turn we probably will hit with torpedoes. Icarus moving closer to Hipper. Hipper turns again. Oof! Alright. I was really worried about this. And yeah, Leipzig is down, 2 torpedoes hit. She's down 4. Okay, so now we don't need to worry about this. That's extremely good. I'm going to turn towards starboard with Admiral Hipper. Yeah, I mean with Norfolk. Target Admiral Hipper. Last time we were firing at 17 degrees. Might be worth a try to hit on the same elevation. I mean, well, actually no, maybe less. 0.6, yeah. 16.6. I think we are closer than before. Yeah, we are. Okay, Jamaica is going to head straight for Hipper. We don't have visual on her, however, that's unfortunate. So we don't have any information whatsoever on how much elevation we need. So I'm going to just fire randomly at almost 29 degrees, which is not nearly enough. We are really far away from Hipper. Okay, so we are reasonably close, but I'm going to wait for another turn before trying to fire torpedoes. Okay, those are the torpedoes which were still running from our previous stick. Okay, last time we were a little bit past, but we were pretty much on the correct bearing. Let's reduce by 0.8 and see if we get lucky. We do! Several hits, good. I'm not going to even bother fighting with Jamaica, I'm going to put some star cells because I'm pretty sure the enemy is beyond our range. No, actually it's within our range. Oh yeah, but very, very, very close. I mean, not really by a lot. Okay, Icarus, it's your turn to sign again. Torpedoes. Not sure about the enemy speed, but we are going to put one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Again, covering the possible bearings. She might try to turn the other way, however, but of course we have to compromise. There go the torpedoes. Hyper is turning. She's wiggling from port to starboard each time, so if my prediction is correct, the next time she's going to try to turn to starboard. We'll see how correct that prediction is. Last time we were on target, we've moved. No, she's moved away actually. So let's increase 0.1. See what that does. 2 hits. Good enough for me. Okay. I really am in the same situation as before. I don't really think we are going to be able to hit with Jamaica. So let's decrease elevation a little bit and try to put star cells over the enemy. Still, the wind is affecting so much. We barely can get the illumination of the enemy. Okay, producing smoke, turning away. Icarus' job is done. And no, he's turning the other way. Of course, the AI is not stupid, means probably we are not going to hit this time. Alright. We have double layers of smoke actually, that's kind of cool. I'm going to increase the elevation by 0.3. Open up. One hit. We are pretty much on target. Alright, it's time to start hitting again. We'll see how effective we are. Change to AP. Reduce the elevation 30 degrees. Open up. Look how much the dispersion is. Oh my. Okay, Icarus is going to move away, making smoke, and try to leave the battle. Okay, torpedoes just passed beside Admiral Hyper, so no, we don't get lucky in this one. We're going to use Icarus smoke layer to make sure that if this dude starts fighting again, he doesn't get hits, or at least he has a hard time doing so. Increase the elevation by a tiny little bit. Adjust for the wind and put cells on enemy. Only one hit, that was unfortunate. We were on top of him, but not enough. Let's compensate a lot for the win. I hope for the best, because honestly I don't think we are going to be able. Ooh, this looks good. Not enough. But we are coming closer. That's good. Okay, keep Icarus making smoke. Actually, I'm going to keep Norfolk behind a constant curtain of smoke, just in case the enemy starts firing at us again. I mean, I'm not fond of the idea of getting hit in Exeter again. In Exeter, in Norfolk, sorry. Right, increase elevation. Send some 18 shells, 2 hits. It's a little bit complicated to hit critical damage from this range, however. Cell dispersion is huge. Alright. Increase elevation a tiny little bit. Open fire. Look how much deviation I'm putting on the cells. It's insane. But we got a straddle, that's good. Okay, so Norfolk is there. I'm going to turn this way. Reduce speed to a half. Ooh, forgot to keep the smoke on. That's bad. Okay, do nothing. I'm not going to hit with 5-inch guns, honestly. Not in this weather. Okay, enemy has stopped making smoke. That's interesting. Increase elevation. And get hit. 1 hit. And that caused a fire. Good. Okay, so with Jamaica we have found the range more or less. So I'm going to try to unmask the afterbreaths. Last time we were on target, we've moved a little bit closer, however I'm going to decrease it by 0.3. And pray to the gods, because this is going to be difficult. Look at those S, they are falling almost vertical. Oh, we got a hit! Nice. Okay. Icarus, make smoke. If you are so nice. And cover Norfolk. Righty-ho. So, last time pretty much on target, increase elevation a little bit. Three hits, good. Same deal with Jamaica. Turn a little bit. Still have turrets are masked. That's not a huge deal. Decrease elevation a little bit because we have moved obviously closer. Oh, we have all the turrets unmasked. That's good. Falling vertical on the enemy. Make smoke. Increase speed. Move. Alright. Norfolk, keep it up. Let's take a look. Wow, Hipper is... Look at her. She's so low in the water. Okay, but it's our job to make her go... To make the water go over her deck. Last time we were pretty much on target. We are... I think we are on the same range. I'm not going to increase nor change the elevation at all for this one. Yeah, that was a pretty nice hit. Jamaica moving closer, still at very long range. Decrease elevation a tiny bit. Rain cells. Yep, cells are raining. 1 hit. Keep the smoke. I mean, I don't really want this dude to turn towards port and opening up with his 4 turrets. That would be a disgrace if he gets hits on us. Again, hard pressed to finish a battle without heavy damage in one of our ships. So 2 hits. Jamaica, your turn. Decrease elevation by quite a big margin, it seems. Let's try 1 degree less. Looks solid. Yeah, 1 hit and a perfect straddle. Icarus, keep it up. But well, at this moment I don't think the enemy is going to turn his broadside towards us. But I don't want to run the risk. I'm going to reduce range a little bit because we are closer to the enemy now. 2 hits. And the light cruiser is going to also reduce the elevation. Those are almost vertical hits on the enemy. Come on, sink already. From the hits, the problem you have is that it's complicated to get a fast sinking. Because obviously to sink a ship you need to make it float. And if you are hitting the deck, you are not hitting the waterline. And if you are not hitting the waterline, then you are not forcing the enemy to sink. So it's a longer process, let's put it that way. Still, getting constant hits always helps, obviously. Let's keep the rain. Reduce elevation once again, because again we are moving closer. The enemy is almost stopped on the water. That wasn't even enough. That's curious. Okay, I'm going to actually stop making smoke with Icarus. I'm going to move in and try to help with her guns. Not at this range, because at this range I'm not going to hit, so I'm not going to even bother. Yeah, Hyper is totally stopped on the water. 0 knots. So, Norfolk is moving on this line. We are not going to even bother changing the elevation this time, because we are on the same baseline. And yeah, we are rewarded by several hits. However, Jamaica is moving closer, so we need to decrease the elevation with air. A lot, because last time we were well past him. Several good hits, a fire. Icarus is going to make top speed towards the enemy, which is still stopped. Yeah, not moving at all. Once again, we don't need to change elevation. We are pretty much at the same range. So let's open up. And finally, we get the sinking. Took a whole lot of damage, but of course, again, it's to be expected, because we were getting a rain of fire over the decks of the enemy. But of course, if you are hitting the decks, you are not hitting the waterline. If you are not hitting the waterline, you are not getting flooding. If you don't get flooding, you don't get a sinking. Say that, well, heavy damage on Norfolk again. Well, last time it was Jamaica, was Norfolk's turn. Okay. At least she survived, which is good. Continue. Let me check. We are 64,000 renown. We are moving closer and closer to our target. And our target is a KGP. It's 11,000 renown. One more battle like this, and we should be able to afford her. Now, I've had questions about whether selling a ship increases the available renown you have. And honestly, I don't have a clue. So first, let's check. Ooh, alright. Now we're speaking. Okay, this is Luto. Or Luto, or Luto. I don't know how to pronounce German names. This is a Deutschland class cruiser. And Deutschland class cruisers have 11-inch guns. And the 11-inch guns, yeah, they are not healthy for cruisers. They have the initiative, they move first. It's at noon, not good illumination, it's in a stormy weather. Let's try it out. Oh, forgot. Yeah, I forgot to choose the ships. Now, I have already played this battle, but I'm not going to tell you how it ended. For that, you will have to wait for the next video because, sadly, we are already in the 40-minute mark and this video is already too long. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you had fun, and sorry for leaving you in this kind of, yeah, tense moment. But you'll see what happened in the next video. Thank you very much for watching and see you later.